Awesome. Name is Sal. This is Joss and Possum. We are going to be playing, hopefully, CSI Crime Scene Investigations on the original Xbox. I have to set the date and time for my Xbox pretty regularly, honestly. It's an oldie, but I thought this would be a fun way to start us off, have some people come in, and also we can date the episode. Let's see, 11. Wait until it hits 30. So it's accurate. It's an accurate time of my session today of CSI. Yes. Alright. I'm not sure if the game runs. If not, I might cry. It looks pretty good. Got the manual. Well, it was on screen for 3 seconds. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I've never watched CSI. I'm a Criminal Minds guy. But unfortunately, there's no Criminal Minds game for me to play. That's not a mobile game, and I don't fuck with that. This coffee is not warm anymore. I was just playing the Wheel of Time game, and boy, it crashed my computer. So that's a little bit of a break. No! Don't think it, don't say it. Looks fine, which is so weird. Sometimes games will look like trash the shit, and they'll play perfectly. Then other games will have like maybe and it's okay. It's got wear obviously, but it's not anything terrible. Please, don't do this to me. Work. It has the voices and likeness, the entire CSI cast. I know, what the fuck? Please. I spent $2.90 on this. Work. I command you. It's not gonna work. It's taking too long. It is a cursed stream day. Wheel of Time died. CSI's dying. Okay, okay. Just need a little scrubbing of the shirt. Ah, press start to begin. What a great way to begin. This CSIler, the investigator, high performance handheld thermal imaging IR imager. Okay, sorry, useful for detecting heat signatures. Let's do this. Let's do this. Please work and be nice to me. It's thankfully my mic can't pick up the Xbox, hopefully, but it's baby girl's going through it. I'm just gonna put the I'm gonna wait. Alright, please work. Please work. Dialogue written by official CSI author Max Allen Collins. That's such an interesting. Like, trust me, we got everybody. This isn't a very long game. I don't know what it's loading. It's like a 4-hour game. All right. Investigator name. All right. We know what we gotta do here. There's an invader in CSI land. I'm a new agent. A forensic swab. Do I have to do all these things? Is this for me? We're gonna be Special Agent Aaron Hotchner from the FBI. We're just dropping by to say hello. It took all that to load, like, putting in your name. And now it's like, okay. That was a lot, so we're gonna have to give us a minute. Let's see an in-game character model, and I'm scared because it keeps... Is it the same...
Welcome to the CSI Crime Lab, Graveyard Shift. I'm Gil Grissom, and you must be the new intern. I know it's your first night, but we're short-handed and...
He's still...
Grissom. Yeah, Jim. We're just leaving. We've got a homicide. I know you've got good problem-solving skills or you wouldn't be here. You'll have to jump right in on this crime scene with me. John Webster said, "Death hath 1,000 doors to let out life." Let's find out which one our victim took.
I have a feeling this game is being quite stretched. So we're going to do a thing. We... changes the whole thing. It's okay.
First officer, fill us in.
Let's see, manager got a call from a guest complaining about noise. He checked it out, found the TV going pretty loud, and this young lady here who didn't exactly need it turned up. No signs of forced entry. Manager's name is Bert Sustin. He's pretty bent out of shape, but cooperative enough. You can question him if you want. Wish I had more for you.
It's a start, and the crime scene will have plenty to say. Probably a good idea to start with our victim.
Oh my god, I got new things. Okay. What if I did this? No, it's too crazy. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do make this a bit more comfortable. Okay, I know what to do here. God, just hold on. Okay. Okay. It looks a lot better immediately, doesn't it? I know. It's like God intended. I'm not gonna do, for my Wheel of Time stream, I made the effort of giving it a pretty little background image. We're not gonna fuck with that today. It's just gonna look like that. Maybe I could do a JP background sort of dealio, schmealio. Nah, black's fine. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Not me. Looks great. I'm sure that reads better. Yeah, fine. Alright, cool. CSI! Okay, we're in it. I decided, okay, so this is what we're doing here. So right stick moves the camera. Evidence. Patience.
Look, I know a girl died and it's a shame, but I got a business to run. Bert Sustin, I manage the hotel. What do you want to know? Showgirl on the strip? Nice enough, never made no trouble. Kind of a regular here, made a half-dozen visits over the past couple of weeks. No credit cards, strictly cash and carry, capiche? If she had company tonight, I don't know who. My business is minding my own business.
Okay. I missed the initial debrief. Okay.
We only give keys out to registered guests. My, patrons don't like to be dropped in on, catch my drift? And I got the only master key.
Okay.
No idea. First name was Kylie. Last, well, that kind of varied. Smith, Jones. Seems I remember her using a different name first time she filled out the check-in card. Sure. I figured you'd want to see it. There's an address on it, too.
Okay. Oh. Playing animation.
Now, do you mind? Cops hanging around ain't all that helpful for my business.
Okay, you're very like, yeah, my business. Like you're a little suspicious. Oh, you could see where you could see the transparent box. Okay.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Right trigger.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Saves the game. No. Left trigger. Okay. 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 Down, left, right, up, X, Y, B, A, white, black. Okay. Okay. This is what I want to know. Kylie was a Las Vegas showgirl on the strip, was registered as Jenny Strickland. Okay.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Stop saying that, man. Suspects. None. Reconstructions? Okay. Why? The evidence trinity. Evidence trinity describes key linkages between the three elements of a crime: the suspect, the crime scene, and the victim. Victim, crime scene, victim only helps confirm the location where the crime took place. What the fuck was...
Hey, that's all I gotta say right now.
Help! It still thinks he's there. Oh,
Hey, that's all I gotta say right now.
it's like a fucking phantom. Suspects. Yeah, like he had... I think he's a red herring. Like, he's obviously just like an asshole. I think he's probably okay. Alright, let's get away from... I love it. I love this guy. Hello. How can I determine the means of the crime?
We should talk to Doc Robbins at the morgue to see if he can confirm the cause of death.
How can I determine the opportunity for the crime?
Make sure you've asked the coroner everything about the victim. He may find some extra trace evidence on the body.
Okay.
Look at that. There's some bruising on her neck. These marks strongly suggest she was strangled. Likely a violent killing.
Okay.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
What's in her mouth?
Our killer may be leaving us a message.
Pull it out. Oh.
We can't use that here.
But
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
okay, now I can move around. Okay. Do we have tweezers? It's very clearly not where I'm
Try using a similar tool.
Stop saving. I'll figure it out. Alright, maybe I guess this is for a glove?
In ancient Greece, families put a coin in the mouths of their late loved ones to pay the ferryman to cross the river Styx. Could be our killer is related to our victim, and has a bent for mythology. Or maybe this is a final insult.
Maybe a final insult, more like she's like a showgirl. It's like a way for him to be like, look at you, you're just a piece of meat or something. Spitballing here, we're spitballing. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. Anything else I can... What's this? Oh. Okay, maybe more like detection. Brush, remove dirt. Causes blood to luminesce. Powder. No, not this. Not this. Okay. Oh, magnifying glass is crazy. Nothing nuts so far. Okay, I think it's good. Not that. Something. Polished surfaces.
We can't use that here.
Fuck.
We can't use that here.
Fuck.
We can't use that here. We can't use that here. We can't use that here.
Okay, Grissom, I tried everything. But that's a thing. Collection? No, okay, I was doing... Okay, collection? Let's see. Swab.
We can't use that here.
I'm gonna try every button, man.
We can't use that here.
Well, listen, buddy.
We can't use that here.
Not that.
We can't use that here.
Okay, then I don't know what this is doing. Maybe it's just a red herring. I'm not supposed to know what it is. It was bound and tied, but nothing about that I can click on, really. Okay, it's still her body. Okay.
Since the TV was on, somebody probably used this recently. Maybe the killer. Let's find out.
Okay. Detection.
We can't use that here.
Grissom, you're killing me, man.
We can't use that here.
Maybe it's detection.
There's nothing special there.
Oh? Was that good? I got evidenced.
These marks.
Okay, these are like the big discovery moments go here. Okay. So I can no longer access my evidence wheel. I did that, and now evidence was added, but I don't see...
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Okay, partial print found in remote. Okay. Kind of partial print. We probably have to run it through something.
Let's check that TV for prints, too. Hotel room like this, we may have to sort through dozens, but the right one may be waiting.
That's right. Okay. Okay, so I don't have to, like, manually brush it. It'll kind of, like, just go, and if there's a print there, it'll just make the print appear. Okay, cool. Okay. Got some evidence. Got some prints. Full print, not partial prints. Not an expert. They may look different, though.
Some kind of stain on the sink here. We should try to detect what it is.
A stain. CSI, don't break on me, please. Please? What's happening, baby? What's happening? God in heaven. A stain.
We can't use that here.
Okay.
There's no prints here.
Gotcha. No prints. But what if we...
A bloodstain pattern, trying to tell its story. Nice find. If there was a struggle here, then why no obvious blood on the Vic? We should swab it.
Don't you worry, Grissom. I'm gonna swab it. As soon as I get to it.
We should definitely have Greg take a look at this in the lab.
Yeah, man. My homeboy Greg. My home slice. It's probably it for the sink. Yeah. There's got nothing. This would be good on PC actually, because this takes the mouse takes 8 years to get to anywhere it wants to be. Now this is still. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. The drawers are okay. I love voice cracking when I'm about to hit my 30s. It's really great.
This is an expensive bauble to leave behind. May rule out robbery as a likely motive.
I think so. Please hold. Here back. For my hands, so I'm on the hard surface top. Okay, so this could have any number of things, right? I think unless it's like an obvious thing, we should probably always start with detection and then go from there. So this could have prints.
There's no prints here.
Okay.
There's nothing special there.
Okay.
We can't use that here.
Maybe, okay, no blood. Visually enhances or renders evidence, including subdermal bruising. Okay, so not, well...
We can't use that here.
Alright.
We can't use that here. We can't use that here. There's no prints here.
Have I used everything?
There's nothing special there. We can't use that here. We can't use that here. We can't use that here.
They're harsh on my vibe.
Initials KY engraved on it. This could help us establish Kylie's identity.
I guess you would just pick up the bangle. Okay, I have to go back here then. I think... Let's try everything on this.
We can't use that here.
That's okay, man. We're gonna figure out what we can use.
We can't use that here.
It's okay.
We can't use that here.
Okay.
We can't use that here.
No sweat. This is what every true investigator does.
Can't use that here.
You exhaust your inventory.
We can't use that here.
Exhaust every option.
We can't use that here.
Eventually, one of these
We
buttons
can't use that here.
has to be the
can't
right
use that
button.
here. We can't use that here.
Like, it just has to be.
Just a hair, right? A tiny thing and yet so very big. Note, it is not the victim's hair color. Someone else was here, in close proximity to the deceased.
To tweezer those. Sick. Okay. It was not a red herring. I knew there was a thing here. I think, okay, so we got, I think, everything we... realistically need. Oh, interesting. I can't go there anymore. Okay. I think that's about it, guys. Nothing in the closet. The trash can's not lighting up. Okay. These pictures, whatever.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Okay.
Hey, that's all I gotta say right now.
There's more to learn. But nothing is glowing on the TV anyway. Every investigator knows to look for the glowy bit. Trace evidence. Do a little tickle. No? Okay. 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 Remotes. Nothing green on their remotes.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Man, I don't think so. Perhaps there's more we can learn. I can't go up and down. Her?
We can't use that here.
I wanted the gloves, actually.
Torn from the bed? Easily strangle someone with that. This could very well be our murder weapon.
Okay, so we had to find the evidence off of it first and then take it. Okay. Ooh, that's good. It's watermelon wave. Delicious and nutritious.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
There is some... I don't know what you want from me.
We should talk to Doc Robbins at the morgue to see if he can confirm the cause of death. Make sure you've asked the coroner everything about the victim. He may find some extra trace evidence on the body.
Okay, but like, I can't leave. Okay, wait, maybe I can... Hey, look at this. Look at this. What are you gonna do with this? How about one of these? How about one of those? How about one of this? Okay, fair enough.
Perhaps there's more we can learn.
Okay. Died probably due to strangulation. I have nothing. I have no new information, really. Wait, there was like things. Wait, okay. Crimes to victim, victim suspect, suspect to crimes. Interesting that the trifecta. Oh, I can now scroll down the trifecta. Earlier it was like you had to talk to the dude. Okay, that's alright. Well, the thing is, I don't need the trifecta when I have glowy. But I can't leave. Let's go to the bathroom again. The sink. I swabbed the sink. There's nothing really else I can do with the sink. Because I don't get my little radial thing. I don't know. I got this from here, I guess. I don't know, man. Am I dumb? I can still click on her, but there's nothing for me to do. Oh. What the fuck? Mobby! Detection. Wait.
Deep bruising patterns suggest a ligature, sexual ritual, or premeditated murder.
We're free. There's no more to learn here. Let's go in. Let's go to Greg first. Let's go to the evidence. Okay, we're doing it.
Oh, so you're the new pledge around the CSI frat house.
Thank you.
How do you like the initiation so far? Look, I know what it's like to be thrown in the pool and told to swim. I'm here for you. Greg Sanders. Confidentially, I'm the guy who keeps this party hopping.
He keeps it hopping.
Hey, you want to know the composition of unknown evidence from the field? You know who to call. You want me to run a DNA comparison on some samples? My pleasure. Just select the item you want me to analyze and drag it onto me. Don't be shy. You want me to compare a couple of items? Just give them to me. And if you want to use a computer or the microscope, just click on them and I'll tell you more. Now you know who really runs things.
I don't like you. Okay, buddy. I think I need you to give you everything.
What you got there is a partial print. Tricky little things, partials. Not enough info to call up a rap sheet in the database. Best thing you can hope for is find an existing print or rap sheet and compare the partial to it.
Okay. Lucky for you, I have a full print.
I were you, I'd scan those prints into the computer over there and run a search for any known suspects.
Okay. Do I have to do that myself?
Next to me, computer's your best buddy. It's hooked up to a number of search databases. Just drag the evidence onto either side of the computer and click search. To make comparisons, just drag evidence onto both sides and click compare. If you got anything, you'll find out right away.
Okay. Okay.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
Yeah, bro. Calm down. You got a result? What's the result? Tell me. Oh, these people.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check your work.
Bruh, I'm comparing. Leave me alone. It's not him.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close
I'm
for
gonna
subtle differences
fucking
before
kill
you ask me
you.
to double check your work.
I'm not asking you to double check my work, brother. Get off your fucking high horse.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
I'm searching the database. I'm not asking you, Grissom. Fuck you, I'm guessing, because you're, like, on my ass.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
My brother. Is that the problem? Oh, okay. Only one. They look the same.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
Okay.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work. A partial fingerprint. Could still be useful, though. We need to compare it to a full print to establish a match. Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work. There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
Well, brother, that's just not gonna happen. I'm pressing confirm match every time.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
There should be like they're too proud of the fact they got the voices. There's gotta be some beeping. It can't be him. There's two different. This is what I thought it was the first time.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
God, it's me again.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
I'm dying over here. What could it be? It can't be him.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
Okay, so this is the partial, which I think is the more prevalent print. This is the full print. So what could be similar to the full print? It's not that. It's not that. And these are the exact... Sorry, same. Carbonation got to me.
Our hotel owner doesn't exactly have a squeaky clean background, although 10 years can change a person.
This is what I thought it was. But when I was just doing, like, the search, it was having a hissy fit. Okay. Bert Sustin. Okay, so... Bert is the full print on the TV, but the partial...
A partial fingerprint. Could still be useful, though. We need to compare it to a full print to establish a match.
Interpreting does sound like guesswork. It might just be. Who's to say? Who's to fucking say? It's not really interpreting. Okay, so it's not... I think these were the like the potentials for the full print. I think we're good here. Wait, 1 new, 3 total? Eh? Rap sheet. Compare the rap sheet to the partial?
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation. Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
I think we're done here. I think we're done at that. Okay, hi. Okay, can you run a sample of this, please?
Blood, with plenty of DNA for me to draw comparisons.
Evidence at the computer. Okay, here's that.
Check that out under the microscope. See if you can match it to a corroborating piece of evidence.
Greg? I don't like you. I don't like you very much, Greg. Okay, we're going to DNA first. Okay. That's pretty fucking close, if you ask me.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check.
Ah! I'm gonna kill you, Grissom.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check your work.
It's the most matchiest DNA. This? No. This? A little bit. Hold on.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check your work.
I did! You got me.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
No. I will not.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
I don't think so, Chief.
Don't quite have a match there. Check the details when doing the comparison. Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation.
This is the first circle, pal.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check your work.
Like, what did I do to deserve this? I just wanted to play Wheel of Time, but the game can have a heart attack. So this first one kind of had the most, like... I think I'm just... Because, I don't know, man. They all look pretty fucking similar. Where is the... That's not helpful. On the microscope. Where the fuck's the micro... Is it this thing?
Don't be afraid of the microscope. It's your friend too. Want to look at something under it? Just drag any trace evidence onto either side of the lens. To compare two things, drag the second item onto the other available slot. If you find a match, your evidence and case files will update. Sweet, huh?
No! Okay. Hi. You're not helpful to me. I'm going to the morgue.
So, you're Grissom's latest victim, huh?
Fuck.
Well, I'm in charge of the victims who aren't still walking around. Albert Robbins, welcome aboard. I'll do my best to answer your questions. How our Vic died, what the murder weapon was, maybe even the deceased's identity. And remember, I'm dealing with trace evidence you weren't even aware of at the crime scene, so don't be a stranger. When you need information about the body, just ask.
Everyone is unlikable. Where's my Criminal Minds game? What was the time of death?
After death, a human body generally drops 2 degrees the first hour and another degree every hour after that, with a 4-hour give or take. Given the core temperature of the victim's liver and the ambient temp at the crime scene, I estimate she was killed between 11 and 11:30 p.m.
I didn't need you to explain how you figured it out. If I bought the fucking CSI crime scene investigator game, I probably know that because I'm a dork who watches CSI. Just tell me the crime. Just tell me the time. What was the cause of death?
Asphyxia due to strangulation. The hyoid bone, just under the bruising on her neck, was broken.
That's what I'm talking about.
Quick death, anyway.
Any physical clues in her body?
Found traces of skin under 3 of her nails. Not a lot, but enough to indicate she may have been trying to fight off her assailant. You can take it with you. Ran a rape kit, too. Sexual activity, but no sign of assault.
Sexual activity, but no sign of assault. Does that mean that she had willing sex with the victim before death? Or with the victim, with the assailant? It tells with the bruising on her neck.
Fairly narrow ligature marks like these might indicate a rope or cord or even a twisted length of sheet was used.
It was the sheet. I know, I picked it up with my gloves. Anything else out of the ordinary we should know?
I don't know if you knew this already, but our victim had hepatitis C. Found interferon in her system. Nothing else unusual. Very healthy young woman otherwise.
Okay. Any blood loss from the victim?
There are petechiae in the victim's eyelids, tiny pinpoint hemorrhages caused when the blood backs up into the capillaries. But with an internal injury like this, you won't have much, if any, of the victim's blood at the scene. Any blood you find is more likely the killer's.
Okay. Found tied to bed, probably died of strangulation. Ligature may have been used to strangle victim. Time of death was roughly 11 to 11:30 p.m. Skin was recovered from under nails. Cause of death was strangulation. Ligature victim had hepatitis C. Pilot did not lose any blood. Hey. And all the owner has to him is the TV fingerprint. Okay, these are reconstructions so far. Okay, evidence. Pin sample. Okay. Now we have a bit more to work with. Let's go back to the asshole.
Yes.
I just don't like you. I think that as people, we do not get along. Okay? You're not my friend. Really? I can't manoscope the... Alright. Well, I guess I have to give it to...
Hey, good news. Found enough DNA for a profile, but comparing it to another sample is where the fun begins.
The loading screen is haunting. It's also on, like, the cover. He's just, like... Wait, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention. I guess I gotta do stuff with it now. Not here. Okay. Give me something to work with. Hey. None of them match. This one's the closest.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work. Don't quite have a match there. Check the details when doing the comparison. Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation.
Oh, brother.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation. Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
It's the same thing. Number 2 is so close. It's not that one. Number 4 is pretty close. That's not at all. Okay. 2 and 4, I think, are our best bets. 2.
Don't quite have a match there. Check the details when doing the comparison. Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation.
Okay,
Don't quite have a match there. Check the details when doing the comparison. Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation. Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
Okay.
Can't think of much more to tell you about that. Can't think of much more to tell you about that.
Okay, I haven't been here yet. Stop staring at me.
Come on in, and I'm glad to see you. We've been shorthanded on the night shift for too long. I'm Captain Jim Brass. Anything you need on the law enforcement side, I'm your new best friend. You want somebody brought in for questioning, need a warrant, an arrest? I'll make it happen. So what's up on the hotel killing?
I don't fucking know, man. Oh, the game just finished installing. Sorry if that popped for anybody. It's downloading Alone in the Dark. What can you tell us about Kylie's past?
Yeah, I looked into our Vic's brilliant showbiz career, which consisted of one chorus line gig with a production that shut down a couple of weeks ago.
I don't want to bring in the hotel owner for questioning. I think I have nothing on him. I feel like I have no hard evidence. You know what I mean? I don't think I need to do that yet. That's like a last ditch. I don't feel good about bringing him in and... Like, I think he's like just a guy, man. Maybe he killed her, maybe he was sick and... I don't know, but... I don't think I have enough evidence yet
Forget
to...
something?
Yeah, man, shut the fuck up. Don't be a bitch. I'm gonna use everything and give it to you. Okay. You're just gonna take it. Okay, man. So I don't want to pull the trigger on the guy. Fingerprints. It can't be this guy. It's too fucking easy for it to be this guy. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. It's too easy. So the blood is a good chance it's the killer's blood. She was strangled with the rope we found. The hair is not hers. There's gotta be something that I'm missing here. So all we have is this hair sample. We can't compare it to anything because we have nothing else to magnify. We've already, I think, searched it, but like, compare it to itself? Okay, so it has to be something in here. It's gotta be these two DNA things. So, swab in the bathroom. The skin sample.
Don't
the
quite
same.
have a match there. Check the
It's-
details when doing the comparison.
It's no.
Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation.
It's literally the same thing. It's literally... It's the same image. Like, it's the same file in the game. It's literally the same thing. I don't know how the fuck I'm talking about here. Okay, I'm gonna search. Search. Okay, hold on. We're gonna search. Okay. It has to be... Well, fucking one he is.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double-check your work.
I don't think so. We're going one by one.
Don't quite have a match there. Check the details when doing the comparison. Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation.
If this one by one doesn't yield results, I'm gonna have to bring in the hotel guy.
There's a clear difference.
Which I don't
between
want
those.
to, because I feel like I have nothing on
Make sure
him.
you've got a match before you ask
Unless
me for a
he's gonna
confirmation.
willingly give us, like, oh yeah, here's my hair, here's my DNA. I mean, I guess
There's a clear
I'm not sure if the
difference
game will
between
do a
those.
bit where it's like,
Make sure you've got a match
sus
before you ask me for a
get him
confirmation.
to give us a hair sample. I doubt he'll. That feels illegal.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
Even he's talking, a hair will fall, but like.
Don't quite have a match there. Check the details when doing the comparison. Only when you're sure should you ask for confirmation.
Okay. The swap in the bathroom.
There's a clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation. There's a clear difference
It's so
between
close though.
those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
I'm gonna exhaust this. I'm so sorry, but I don't feel like I have enough to bring in
There's
the
a
dude.
clear difference between those. Make sure you've got a match before you ask me for a confirmation.
I am Sisyphus. This is my rock.
Interpreting evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check your work.
I think interpreting evidence is guesswork.
Interpreting
Okay.
evidence isn't guesswork. Make sure you look close for subtle differences before you ask me to double check your work.
Tried to pop my finger on my head. It didn't work. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.
What's up?
Hey.
Ah, yeah, well, you have something here. This rap sheet gives us plenty excuse to talk to this charmer again. I'll have him hauled right in. Okay, just for a change of pace. Let's try the truth this time.
You got no right taking that tone. I'm cooperating, ain't I? I told you before, I got nothing to do with this mess.
Another game I got downloaded. Like, I have stuff to say. Cool. Why didn't you tell us about your criminal history?
I suppose you never made a mistake, huh? I paid for my thrills. I'm a businessman now, strictly legit.
Why did we find your fingerprint on the TV? I know the answer, but we'll just say it. No, we'll skip it. Fuck. Maybe we'll just. I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
what a
whatever.
shock, huh? I run the damn place.
Yeah.
Ooh, how could my prince be in there, huh? Give me a break.
I agree. Do you have any cuts or scratches that you're not telling us about?
Listen, my place ain't the Ritz, okay? Get the odd rough crowd, so I take my share of bumps and nicks. Comes with the territory.
I completely agree. Air sample. No? What do we do here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Any of this?
Hey, that's all I gotta say right now. Hey, that's all I gotta say right now.
I'm honest to God a little stumped. Oh my God, I'm like going crazy. Oh my God. Found under the victim's nails, just there's a struggle, contains enough DNA for a comparison. Oh my God. An old sexual assault charge. Registration card. Filled out by Jenny Strickland with an address. Hotel owner says it might be a fake name. Okay. Okay.
That's all I gotta say right now.
I didn't know I could hit the X button and get other information. So, that's awkward. Hi. I have
Forget something?
I have new things I could click over your body, man. You don't want none.
Hey,
Hey, alright. You're honestly the most annoying but the most helpful.
I've done everything I can think of with that. I've done everything I can think of with that.
Okay. Nothing new. Locations? Oh my god. There's no tutorial for this game. You have to just guess. Wait. Is the tutorial actually the manual? Remember, kids? Okay. Please hold while I read the CSI manual. People I haven't met yet, by the way. Oh my god, okay. Left trigger evidence menu. Move stick. Highlight menu item. Rotate panorama. Help. No. Switch cycle. Cancel. Back skip. Action accept. Tools. Backspace. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take the controls. I'm gonna put it right here where my phone normally goes. So I can just, at all times, know what the fuck is going on. Okay. Locations. I can't...
Ms. Strickland? Jenny Strickland?
Yes?
Gil Grissom, Las Vegas Crime Lab. My assistant and I would like to ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
I recognize this bracelet. Fuck, the bracelet.
Oh. Oh my god. Is it Karen? It's not Karen who got killed, is it?
Maybe we can answer your question, Miss Strickland, if you'll tell us about Karen.
My best friend when I was in middle school, Karen Yardstrom. We took all our Christmas money and bought matching bracelets, inscribed our initials on them. Oh, wow. I haven't heard from Karen in years. She isn't the one who...
That's a strong possibility.
How terrible. Awful. Oh, we ran in different cliques, you know, in high school. Hers was kind of a rougher crowd, but I never dreamed. I'm sorry, Mr. Grissom. I need to go back inside now. I hope I've been helpful.
You have. I'm sorry to bring you such sad news, Miss Strickland. Let's talk to Brass in his office, get him to track down Karen Yardstrom's real address.
Okay, okay. Now that I know what all the fucking buttons do, next time on Jocelyn Possum or whatever, you know, the next VOD,